Hey guys, welcome to the Simplify Your Life podcast. It's Coach Simona and I'm glad you decided to tune in. What's up guys? In today's episode, I will share with you what I think about working from home. And we will learn more about the pros and cons so that you can decide whether or not this is something you want for yourself. So, where do we begin? Let's start on a positive note. What are the pros? The first one is freedom. If your most important core value is freedom, I don't think you should even listen to the rest of this episode. Because there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that even comes close to the feeling of freedom I experience when I work from home. Let me share with you my story. The first time I worked from home was back in 2014, when I began my freelance copywriting career. At first, it felt strange to work in your comfy clothes, not engage in office politics, and listen to music as loud as you want to. It felt like an absolute dream. That was my experience as a freelancer working from home. Now, let me tell you how it went down when I was working as a remote employee. 1 year later, this awesome startup invited me to join their team as a chief copywriter. First, we worked in an office, and then our boss decided to give us the freedom to work from home. Awesome! It was just the way I remembered it. No annoying commute, no need for doing my hair and makeup early in the morning. I could even have my lunch break while watching my favorite show. How cool was that? Now, let's skip the next year and a half, when I became a creative copywriter and I worked in an office, and go to 2018, when I officially launched my coaching business. Although I've had clients here and there for years, I decided to go all in this year. And guess what? Now I'm working from home again. It's still as fabulous as I remember it. But now there's an added twist. I make my own hours. There are 3 to 4 days a month that I don't feel like waking up at 7:30 and sleep until 9. But every weekend I spend at least 3 or 4 hours working. The important thing is that I have the freedom to choose. And as a person who respects their personal freedom more than anything else in the world, that's a real blessing. And I'm grateful for it every single day. Now that I have almost shared my life story, and I want to thank you for still hanging in there, let's get to pro number 2. Less drama, increased productivity. Working from home is awesome for people who hate office politics, gossiping, going in and out of meetings all the time, and dealing with people in general. Although there are jobs that require communicating with others, it's still easier to distance yourself when there is a phone or a camera between you and the other person. Introvert problems, am I right? By the way, if you're an introvert, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because on Thursday, I'm going to talk about my experience as an introvert, doing extroverted things all the time. So stay tuned for that. But let's get back to the drama-free experience of working from home. Honestly, I don't miss working with other people even a tiny bit. I've always been a lone wolf, and I like my privacy. Besides, now I only spend my time with people that I actually like and choose to communicate with. My awesome clients, my coaching buddies, my subscribers, and the professionals I decide to collaborate with. No drama, just doing great, inspiring, uplifting things all day long. And I also noticed that even if you work for somebody else, you still get more done working from home because you can focus all of your energy on actually doing the work. And the last pro is that you can do things around the house, take care of your child, or look after a sick family member. This one is pretty close to the first pro. But here, we will focus on the convenience factor. For many people, going to work every day is just not an option. If you need to take care of your child or your spouse, it's impossible to be at two places at the same time. And working from home can be an absolute game changer when it comes to spending quality time with your family, while still being able to pay the bills. If you're alone and you're working from home, there are still some great things you can catch up on. For instance, you can tidy up for 5 to 10 minutes while you're taking a break, or do the dishes. Remember, cluttered house, cluttered mind. So make sure to spend some time decluttering and cleaning, and I promise you, you will see a difference. And now it's time for the cons. Buckle up, because we're going for a bumpy ride. Con number 1. You are alone with your thoughts all day long. If you overanalyze everything, working from home can be your biggest nightmare, especially in the beginning. There's no one there to distract you. No colleagues, no activities with other people. It's you, most probably your laptop, and a bunch of words or voices coming from the screen. While it can be pretty great to work in quiet, if you've had any unresolved issues, past trauma, anxiety, or you're prone to depression, working from home can feel pretty isolating. You can lose your grip of reality in a way. I'm not saying that you're going to go mad or anything, but if you don't make it your priority to talk with others, you can quickly find yourself in fantasy land, overthinking things that are already in the past or stressing about the future. Alright, what's the next con? The second con is that you need to develop strong self-management skills. Even if you're working for someone else, you still have no one to watch over you. And you can procrastinate on tasks that you usually wouldn't. A social media post here, a funny video there, and before you know it, the internet has taken its next victim. You. I can make a separate episode on how to develop self-management skills, so make sure to let me know if it's something you're interested in. But now, let's get back to the second con. As a business owner, I'll be honest with you. There are days when I don't feel like doing anything at all. But then, I remember my mission: to help as many people as I can. I count backwards from 5 and I push myself out of bed. I won't lie to you. The first few months were the hardest. Being your own boss sounds like fun, until you have to take responsibility for everything that goes wrong in your business. That leads me to the last con of working from home: lack of work-life balance. While it's nice to have the convenience to do other things around the house, or stay in your pajamas for a few hours, working from home can take its toll on your personal life. If you spend too much time working without any physical activity, it can be challenging to stay energetic throughout the rest of the day. One of the worst things that you can find yourself doing is seeking a form of entertainment on your laptop or your phone after you're done working. You're essentially not giving your brain a break. It can be quite tempting to go for the easiest solution. After all, Netflix and chill, right? Another problem that can occur in your personal life is not having the time to have one. If you're working for yourself, it's tough to set healthy boundaries between your work and your personal life. It can be so tempting to tick off just one more task of your to-do list, and maybe skip that lunch break. Now, what is my conclusion? And what do I think is the answer to the question, should I work from home? If you're already familiar with my coaching methods, you know what my answer is going to be. Only you know. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm no guru. I'm a regular person just like you. And I believe you have all the answers. You just have to ask the right questions. So let's help you out. Let's quickly sum up the pros and cons and let you decide. Pros: freedom, increased productivity, less drama, and convenience. And cons: loneliness, self-management skills required, and lack of work-life balance. Now, let me know in the comments below which one seems more appealing to you, working from home or not. Have you tried it? Are you a freelancer or an entrepreneur? I would love to get to know you guys. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. Like this episode if you found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on my weekly tips. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.